G'day guys, Lemon Eating Cow here, and today I am back with another Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition video, and this time I want to talk about some exclusive technology that's being utilized in the PC version or the Windows Edition of Final Fantasy 15, and this one is not only exclusive to the PC version, but it's also exclusive to those people that have an NVIDIA GeForce GPU or graphics card. Now the technology in play here is called the Ansel technology, and this basically lets you have a photo mode in the game. But it is far more than any of your standard photo modes, and you will be able to take amazing screenshots with this from pretty much any angle you like, any distance you like, and in some cases you can actually go outside of the scene to kind of have a look at the out of bounds things and little details that you wouldn't be able to see with a normal camera. Like I said, the Ansel technology is exclusive to NVIDIA at this time, and what it does is that when you're in game it'll give you an overlay and you're able to press Alt F2 at any time to bring up the Ansel mode or the photo mode. So I haven't seen this perform in the full release of the game, but I have been able to use it in the benchmark mode and it works remarkably well. So during the benchmark I was pretty much able to use this at any time I wanted, except when the bros were doing techniques. There's one point where Prompto does a technique and I wasn't able to actually access the Ansel mode. I guess the game takes control of the camera at that point, but any other point in the game I was actually able to access the Ansel. And with this on the side you get a lot of different options like filtering options. You can change the also the saturation and the colorization of the actual photo. You can add different filters in, like a kind of like a poster filter or a vignette in it as well, and there's all different options there. You also have the option of taking a full 360 VR capable photo as well that you can look at later on your VR headset if that's your choice. And you also have the choice of taking a super resolution picture. Now this one lets you take a just massively ridiculously large resolution picture, and at a later date you can actually zoom into that picture and see the most minute details without it becoming really pixelated. I think there is an example on the NVIDIA website of a photo, a single photo that is 1.3 gig, because you can zoom in on the tiniest little detail in it, so it's really quite amazing. So if you click on the actual game there, you can get a full control of the camera. You can pull it back as far as you want. It is a bit slow to travel. I'm not really used to using the Ansel technology, so I don't know if there's a way to speed up the movement or change your keybinds for navigating in the actual game, but before the game releases I plan to play around with this a lot more. So you can spin the camera in a full 360, you can go pretty much anywhere you like. The great thing about it, and what I touched on before, is that you can go through objects as well. So it will have a what they call a no clip mode. So you can actually look inside buildings that are previously solid. At this point I do go up and I have a look at the dropship that's coming across. Unfortunately there's nothing in there, but it would be really interesting to check out all the different spaces in the game and see if there's some assets that they didn't quite put into the game. So if you're an out-of-bounder or you're just a lore buff, this thing is going to be just mind-blowing, I could imagine. You can even have a look in the bros tent and have a look at the various magazines and stuff that they strew around the tent, and the amount of detail that the developers have put into pretty much every tiny aspect of this game is just, it's actually really crazy getting a look at it from this angle. And I really can't wait for the full game because I'm going to be going Ansel mode all of the time to check out all the little juicy details. It does also work in combat too, so you're going to be able to get some awesome screenshots of that in game. I've already pre-ordered my copy of Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition and I'm really looking forward to it, especially because of this great photo mode. Unfortunately, I don't think this is available to those with AMD GPUs or graphics cards, so if you are looking to build a computer or upgrade your computer for Final Fantasy 15 and maybe other games in the future, then maybe you want to think about getting an NVIDIA if this type of mode is for you. So guys, if you found this video informative, please leave a thumbs up. If you got any comments or suggestions, or you can tell me if you are upgrading your PC and what graphics card you're intending to get. I currently have the GeForce GTX 1080 and it's doing a pretty crazy good job on it so far, so I hope to play in some good 4K goodness, but it is pretty taxing on machines, so we'll see how that one goes. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so, because you can guarantee that I'm going to have a heap of Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition and Windows Edition stuff on the channel on March the 6th. Until then, this has been Lemon Eating Cow. Moo!